All right, Saturday. You'll watch this on Sunday. Just had a good call with one of my friends who does private equity because the startup we're doing, we're trying to do data aggregation, and I want to see if that was something we could be helpful for over there. And in general, it was like nah, but he like had good words of advice and some other ideas. It's like, oh wait, we could pivot there a little bit, and that might have something to do help society with. So good to talk to people. That's where ideas are born, always. Now, today, the plan is going to the gym, editing a bunch of videos for work, and then edit this video for YouTube, and that's it. Yeah, that's all I think about.
Gym is the. Oh, just turn on the windshield wipers. They're off now. Back from the gym, hit a pull day, and when I went to go do my first set of pull-ups, I just started doing pull-ups recently. I suck at them. There's a guy next to me doing single arms with one arm dead hang, and then he was doing like a sit-up where he'd take his legs and bring them all the way up to his hand and back down, all with one arm, and his like lat was insane. And so I talked to him for like 10 minutes. He told me his whole ab routine and strategies to get more into the calisthenic space, and then talked to me even more later because he had like super dope pants. They're Young LA like cargo style, tie up at the bottom for a military aesthetic. And I found the link. I'm gonna get some of those. Hopefully I can find them in China, but if I can't, get them in the US. And good gym session. I did more whatever this is called, forearm. I did like bicep curls but backwards, and then like the standard pull up and some lat stuff. And good gym session overall. One of the notable things was going and talking to just people. I actually opted to not wear my AirPods. I was listening to Tim Dillon, Joe Rogan, and that was so funny, but I decided to talk to people around me. So I gotta like meet people like Alex. There's these two other dudes who just had the most insane ab workout for doing like in the 12 up range, reaching failure, and they told me all how to do that. There's some girl who had like, how someone got eyes? Well, everyone got eyes, but they have a more relaxed like this part, so it makes their eyes be like perceived as a little bit wider. It's more like a modeling aesthetic. And I would like asked her, I was like, yo, how did you do that? Is it like a makeup style, or is it like you relax your eyes in a certain way? She totally blew me off. She just gave me a little thumbs up and disappeared, but I was still happy to have like gone out and talked to people. The Prime Minister of India always talks about like, don't dream of being something, but dream of doing something. And so it was cool to achieve the dream of being the sociable person. It doesn't matter if people respond or not, but it matters that you go out and do it. And by you, I mean like me, but also sort of you. I'm just talking to myself here. We got like 7 viewers on average, which is cool. We're actually getting more subscribers, but this is still like a journal. This is really just for the future. Today's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna go see my dog. I'm gonna go see my parents. It's Easter this weekend. My brother's in town. I don't see him very often, and should be a good time. I'm gonna go edit some videos. I'm gonna make them really good. I was thinking in the car earlier, I need to roll on the windows. It's like so hot right now, which is crazy because it was snowing yesterday, and now it's like, it says 61, but in the car it's definitely 90. Robinhood has an option where you could get 4.5% annual percent Y. I don't know what the Y means, probably year. Annual APY. Look it up. I don't know what it means. But 4.5. So I was like, whoa, if I store my money here, I can actually make enough to like cancel out my ChatGPT subscription price. And then I started getting more into the weeds. I'm like, whoa, if I could put 26,000, or something like 27,000 in that account, I would make $100 a month just from passive interest. And I don't have 26K, but I have like 10K, and so I want to put like at least a solid amount of that so I can still have like some spending money, but make it work for me, because I had a bad time playing on the stock market. Like, I think I told you I sold all my stuff on Delta, and had I held it for like a little bit longer, I would have made like $300. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to play around with this, at least while we're playing with tariffs, because it's going up and down. It's very unpredictable. And sure, you can say, oh, just do a Roth IRA and have put it in the SP 500, but complicated. I don't really want to have to think about that stuff. I'm sure someday I'll have enough money I can tell someone to do it all for me, but as of today, being a 20-year-old who doesn't even have a college degree, not doing that. So yeah, gonna do some cool stuff today. Gonna do it the best I can. Do it better than anybody ever seen do it. I saw this girl with a Yeezus shirt on. That was pretty cool. They laughed when I was like, what the heck, you got a Yeezus shirt on? They're like, what? Yeah, we do got a Yeezus shirt on. And so that was pretty fun. Gym session Saturday. Went for a really long time, like over 90 minutes, which is a lot longer like from starting my ab workout, it's been 1 hour and 44 minutes, and in 3 seconds it'll be 1 hour and 45 minutes, and that's perfect time to end the workout. Weight machines, cool heart rate graph. Actually pretty low heart rate overall, but the non-cardio days are like that. That's it. I will update you when I'm cooking broccoli. I gotta go to Walmart and buy meat because I'm out of meat. And just so you know, I'm not crazy. I was telling people about this, but I boil the meat. Don't let it like burn whatsoever at all, so it can, you know, not be as carcinogenic as other, like cooking a hamburger and then all the little stuff goes off the edge and just lights up on fire. Boiled meat. What a weird note to end on. Peace.